Okay everybody, welcome along, and we're back with round 8 now of the Monday Meganes. We're at Trial Mountain as ever. We're in the Renault Trophy, and it's an absolute beast of a car around here, fantastic to drive. As ever, our league's brought to you by DMJ Vroom Vroom, aka Vroom Vroom Gaming, LWR Design, who's designed our leagues and most of the liveries for the cars here. Myself, WPR Hotlap, who's doing all the lap guides for the series, and DDR and D.90 and all the DDR family who turn up for these races, give tips, help out, do everything. A great community for our racing. So what we'll do is we'll get in our view as ever, and we'll get straight into the lap. Turn 1 here, very tricky to get right. So what we're going to do is we'll probably do it in a little bit of stages here. So what we do, we get onto the curbing, and just a little bit further on, we'll go a little bit further on. You can see I am still full power. I do not brake for this corner. Still almost at the end of the curbing, and we're turning in. We're now just off the power. So we're just going to let the car coast through the corner, and then try to straighten up as best we can for turn 2. And we want to keep 2 tyres on the blue and white curbing throughout, else you will get penalties through here, or the car will bounce off to the side because of the weight change. Here we go. Nicely done there, nicely done here, kept the car stable. Quick change down to 4th and up to 5th just to get the car turned a bit better. As we go into the tunnel, we are now coming off the power, and we're going to go down to 3rd, and it's a late apex here, so you'll see me stay quite wide. Down to 3rd, and then as soon as you feel it's safe to do so, you power out in 3rd, and be very careful of the bump on the exit of this tunnel because it can catch you out, especially if you're in 2nd gear. Here we go. Late apex, there you are on the power, get on the grey, turn up here, we're looking for the boulders. As you can see, braking now. I'll go down to 2nd, but as I exit, I go straight up to 3rd because it's better for the traction. And 3rd gear in this car is very powerful, so you want to be using 3rd as much as you can, even in slower corners. So down to 2nd, up to 3rd, and the power just builds all the way down here. This part we are looking for the end of the curbing on the left, and we're going to stay in 3rd, get round here, line up for the bridge. We're going to be halfway inside the bridge before we start to brake. As you can see, I'm just braking now, and I want to be braking and turning left at the same time. And of course, you're going to keep a tight line coming out of this tunnel. As you can see, I'm very tight, but it makes all the time up in the back straight. Here we go. Down to 3rd. Keeping it tight as possible, and we're just going to run all the way up the hill and down the other side. Keep in 5th gear till you come down the hill. Do a change? No, keep it in 5th all the way. Now, normally our braking point is this sign on the right hand side here, but in this car I do go a little bit further. I go an extra like 10 meters maybe, about here. As you can see, I'm just starting to brake now. I'm going to try braking a straight line, get all the braking done before the end of the curb there. And we're going to go down to 3rd gear and come out of this one in 3rd. Here we go. Down to 3rd. Keep it tight. Push now on the power. The car will hold, but be careful with worn tyres. It might not hold as well. This one we are braking right now, just at the tree stump as ever. And you want to brake before the crest of the hill because the car will get light and you'll miss your braking point and you'll miss your apex. So again, all the way down to 2nd here, and then up to 3rd on exit. Turn in up to 3rd. Push on the power as soon as you can. And for this one, we're going to brake just here, just before the dip. As you can see, just about to start braking. Down to 3rd. Use all the curbing on the inside if you need to. Keep it in 3rd and then power out. About 70 miles an hour. Yeah, 67 at the bottom. Now we're going to run towards the line. Now our usual braking point is here, this grey barrier, but I think I push it on an extra few feet. Yep, as you can see I'm coming off the power now. So no, just in line with that barrier then, that's fine. And we're going to keep it in second for this one all the way out. So down to second gear. Then push wide and then cut back across. Now I could have kept a little bit more speed there, but I never managed to on this lap. So keep it tight to the wall and run to the line. And that's just over 2 minutes, and a great lap for me around Trial Mountain. So we'll go out of car, do it all again. Here we go. As you can see, I won't be braking for this one, I don't think. There might be a flutter of a brake, but I don't think I actually do. So onto the curbing, then turn in. Yep, no braking. Just let the car lose speed naturally through there. Down fourth up to fifth. Into the tunnel, onto the brakes when you hit the shadow. Out in third, use all the inside of that if you need to. There's your boulders. Down to second, up to third, onto the power as soon as you can. Nice straight line here for this one. Down to third again. Halfway through the tunnel, get on the brakes. Push it all the way around here. That's as close as you want to get to the grass there, because you can nudge it quite easily. Now the long drag up the back straight. There's a sign halfway between the sign and the trees. That's my braking point. Turn in, get on the power as soon as you can. With good tyres, the car will stick nicely. Straight line braking here, down to second, up to third again. Get on the power. Again, down to third. Nicely done. Use all this curb. Keep a good momentum through there. Looking for the grey barrier. There's the grey barrier, down to second. Should be able to cut up onto that sausage a bit more. That's half a tenth, and maybe that's a tenth and a half, because that's multiplied all the way down the straight, so you want to be doing at least 60 through that apex. But that's your round 8 lap guide, Trial Mountain. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again for the next one very soon. Cheers all.